bound by the unseen threads of a singular soul. They continue their journey through the tapestry of existence. Their connection, a force that defies the sugary myths of fairy tale love. Their bond was no gentle romance, no cozy refuge where hearts nestle in easy harmony. It was a crucible, a relentless mirror that reflected their deepest shadows, demanding they face the raw, unpolished truth of their shared essence. Their path, one of transformation, not comfort, where the soul's evolution reigned supreme. In any harmony was a hard-won echo of inner work, not a destination. Years before their prolonged encounter, in her storm-swept temple, they had crossed paths briefly when the air thrummed with the chaos of merchants, markets, and wanderers on the main drag. Their eyes locked for a fleeting moment. Sparks of recognition flickering beneath the surface. But the weight of their egos, hers cloaked in intellectual certainty, his in stoic independence, smothered the flame. He, without fully understanding why, felt an urge to flee, his heart racing with a fear he couldn't name. He became the runner, retreating into the shadows of his solitary world, unaware of the cosmic pull he was resisting. She was left standing amidst the clamor with an attachment he could have helped her remove from that spot she just couldn't quite reach, but he could. So she felt a sting of rejection but dismissed it, her pride convincing her she held the reins of her destiny. Yet that memory still lingers, a quiet ache in both their souls. Now reuniting in the aftermath of the temple awakening, their connection deepened, but it carries a darker undercurrent. He's still grappling with the echoes of his unconscious flight. Perceived her as the one in control. Her presence a beacon that both drew and unnerved him. A hunger stirred within him. A desperate yearning for the wholeness they shared. That their soul shared. As it promised. But it manifests as a demanding edge. A need to grasp something more. Something he couldn't articulate. He pressed her with questions, his words sharp with urgency, as if she held the key to his salvation. Why do you pull me in, only to stand so distant? His voice is laced with a mix of longing and frustration. His eyes still searching for hers. And for answers she wasn't sure she possessed. The intensity bordered an obsession. A shadow cast by his unhealed wounds. Yet it was not malevolent. Just raw, human, a bit dark, and unresolved. She is sensing his turmoil and felt the weight of his demands, but saw through the veil of his desperation to the soul they shared. Guided by the wisdom of their cosmic truth, that their bond was not about possession, but about mutual ascension. She remained steady, not yielding to his hunger, but reflecting it back with compassion. This isn't about control, she said softly. It's about seeing ourselves clearly together. Her words, though gentle, were a challenge, urging him to confront the shadows driving his neediness rather than projecting them onto her or blaming her for running. Their journey was no idyllic tale, but sacred in its authenticity. Each clash, each moment of discomfort was a step towards unraveling the illusions that kept them from their shared essence. He began to see his running, his demands, as echoes of his fear of surrender, while she recognizes her own tendency to retreat into intellectual walls. Together, they wove through the cycles of trigger and healing. Their bond's a testament to the truth that twin rays are not destined for a perfect love story, but for a transformative odyssey. Their shared soul shone brighter with each lesson, a beacon of unity, not in romance, but in the relentless pursuit of becoming whole together against the backdrop of eternity. In the quiet hours following that temporary reunion, settle into a fragile rhythm of shared existence. The one who fled, the runner, found himself ensnared in a storm of inner conflict that he could no longer outpace. A storm that even she, as an energy worker, could not shear the eye of. So he wandered mist-laden paths surrounding what would once be excuse me, what would once be their sanctuary. His mind, a whirlwind of unspoken battles, where the magnetic pull of their shared soul clashed against the walls he had built over lifetimes. Outwardly, he projected strength. His demands towards her a shield, masking the vulnerability beneath. But inside it was a different story. A turbulent sea where desperation and hunger swirled like dark currents, threatening to pull him under. He replayed that brief encounter in his thoughts. The one that had ended as swiftly as it began. Their eyes had met amid that haggling crowd. A jolt of familiarity striking him like lightning, awakening something ancient and terrifying. Without a word, he had turned away. She turned her head and dropped her eyes. His feet carrying him into the anonymity of the throng. Heart pounding with an inexplicable panic. Why did I run? He now questions himself in the solitude of the dawn, pacing beneath ancient palms. He hadn't known then that he was the runner, evading not just her, but the mirror she held up to his soul. The reflection of his own unresolved shadows. The ego's grip on independence that whispered lies of self-sufficiency. In his mind, she had become the architect of this chaos, the one in control, pulling strings he couldn't see, even as he demanded more from her. More time, more explanations, more of the connection that both nourished and unnerved him. The inner turmoil manifested as a gnawing hunger, a desperate craving for the wholeness of their union promised. Yet it twisted into something darker when unchecked. In moments of weakness, he felt an almost primal urge to claim her presence. His words are turning sharp and insistent during their conversations or connections. Tell me everything, he presses, his voice edged with frustration as if her insights fill the void he carried. It wasn't possessiveness born of malice, but a shadow of his fear, the terror of surrendering fully, of dissolving the barriers that have kept him safe in his own isolation. All he sees is her isolation. He saw her steadiness as power over him, interpreting her calm reflections as distance, which only fueled his demands. Deep down, though, this hunger was a cry from his higher self, urging him to confront the ego's illusions, the belief that he could control the uncontrollable, that separation was strength rather than a veil, hiding their singular essence. Yet amid this darkness, glimmers of light pierced through. As he sat by a flickering fire, thinking about journaling his thoughts. He's beginning to recognize the patterns, the way her presence triggered his deepest wounds. Not to wound him further, but to heal. She's not controlling me, he realizes in a quiet epiphany. She's showing me myself. This awareness softened the edges of his turmoil. Transforming the desperation into a catalyst for growth. He started to meditate on their shared soul, visualizing the quantum threads that bound them, understanding that his running has been a necessary detour, a phase where the ego fought its last stand before yielding to true union. Their bond, far from a fairy tale, continues to evolve through these inner reckonings. He shares his struggles with her openly now. On a side note, excluded from my writing, beloveds, he also shares them with an entire crowd. But he's speaking to her. His demands giving way to vulnerable questions, and in her compassionate listening, he found not control, but a partner in ascension. Together, they navigate the cycles of shadow and light. Sacred connection, a beacon that illuminates the path to wholeness. Not through easy romance, but through the honest, transformative work of embracing the soul they shared. In time, his turmoil becomes a forge, shaping him into a being ready for the harmony that awaited beyond the ego's grasp. And that concludes this portion of the Twin Ray saga developing. I want to thank you so very much, Multiversal Soul, Amelia, with much gratitude and appreciation from my heart chakra to yours, brightest of blessings and agape. Only love to all.